This is the Big Man Power Lay Flat Lift Chair from FUNECORP, the X-Large dual-motor version with the 28-inch extra-wide seat, flip-arm storage, cup holders, heat, vibration, and USB Type-C charging. My first impression was the scale and the feel. It looks unapologetically overstuffed, but it doesn't swallow me. The seat is genuinely wide, the back is tall, and the padding is firm in a supportive way rather than squishy. The gray upholstery has a soft, woven texture and a subtle grid pattern that hides lint and fingerprints better than smooth faux leather. No odd chemical odor out of the box, which I appreciated. Assembly was straightforward once I got it into place. The chair is heavy at around 164 pounds, so plan your route and get help if you need it. The back slides onto the base rails, the arm panels lock in, and the cables are color-coded. I zip-tied the wiring so it doesn't rub under the frame when reclining. It comes with 2 remotes, one for lifting and reclining, and one for heat and massage. Having a spare lift remote is a nice bit of insurance if you misplace one. Key features that stood out to me start with the dual Okin motors. One motor controls the backrest and the other controls the footrest, so I can set my legs and back exactly how I want them. I often keep the back at a TV watching angle while raising my feet to take pressure off my knees. The motion is smooth with a soft electric hum and no clunks. It reclines all the way to a flat position, and the lock holds at almost any angle between about 45 and 180 degrees. I've dozed off in the lay flat setting and didn't wake up with a stiff back. The lift function itself is controlled by a simple 4-button hand controller plus a home button. Pressing home brings me back to a comfy seated posture. Holding that home button for around 15 seconds resets the electronics if they ever get confused. The lift is deliberate and steady, tilting me forward so I can stand without rocking or yanking on my knees. The foldable armrests are a practical surprise. Each top flips up to reveal storage, and the cup holders are molded in so my water doesn't rattle around. I stash the massage remote, reading glasses, and a TV remote in one side, and keep a small charging cable in the other. I don't lean my body weight on the flip lids. They're for storage, not as a support handle. The USB Type-C port charges my phone at a normal speed, and it's convenient not having to drape a long cable across the living room. From my experience, it's best suited for phones and tablets, not laptops. The heat and vibration are what I'd call comfort features, not therapy grade. Heat is focused in the lumbar area and warms up within a few minutes. It's soothing for long sits and takes the edge off lower back tightness. The massage is vibration-based with 8 points across the back, lumbar, thighs, and legs. There are 5 modes: pulse, press, wave, auto, and normal. 2 intensities and timers at 15, 30, and 60 minutes. I use wave on low when I'm reading because it's gentle enough to forget it's on. If you're expecting deep kneading, you'll be disappointed. If you want mild stimulation and a bit of circulation help, it's pleasant. Comfort-wise, the numbers matter. The seat width is 28 inches, which gives me plenty of room to shift around. The seat depth is about 22.8 inches. I sit back without feeling like my knees are pinched, and the cushioning under the thighs is supportive. The seat height is roughly 16.9 inches from the floor, which is slightly lower than a dining chair. In my opinion, that's great for shorter legs and still comfortable for me at 5'10". The back interior height is around 28.25 inches. It supports my shoulders and neck. For someone over 6.2, you might want a small neck pillow for lay-flat sleeping. The chair backrest width is wide enough that I don't feel squeezed, and the frame feels planted and stable through the full range. Rated to 400 pounds, it feels robust. I haven't heard any concerning pops or snaps. After about a week, I tightened 2 fasteners under the base as a preventive check, and it's been quiet since. Daily use has been easy. I like that the lift remote is simple. The home button is a true time saver when I'm experimenting with angles and just want to get back to normal. The side pockets are roomy for magazines and a tablet. The cup holders fit a standard 12 to 20 ounce tumbler. I wish they were a hair deeper for hefty bottles, but for everyday use they work. The motors are quiet enough for late night moves without waking anyone. One small note, because the chair is 40.5 inches wide and 38.7 inches deep, it deserves a dedicated spot. Give it a bit of clearance behind the headrest if you want to lay flat without tapping the wall. If you're working with narrow hallways or tight corners, measure before you commit. In my opinion, the lift function and the independent dual motor control are the real reasons to choose this model. They matter more than the fun extras because they affect your body every single time you sit or stand. The heat, vibration, USB-C, and flip-arm storage make living with the chair nicer and more convenient. I also like that the brand uses Oaken motors, which are known for smooth movement. It's these small, quality choices that show up later in day-to-day reliability. It's perfect for larger users who need true width and support, anyone dealing with sore knees or hips who wants a gentle stand assist, and folks recovering from surgery who need stable, predictable motion. From my experience, the lift is steady enough that I never feel off balance, and the lay-flat option makes this a legitimate nap chair. If you share the chair with a partner, the wide seat won't cramp your posture, and the dual remotes mean you can keep one tucked away as a backup in case one wanders off. Now for the caveats. This is a big, heavy recliner. Plan your space and your delivery path. If you're over 6'3", check the back height and foot support. You might want a small pillow for perfect alignment. The massage remote has more buttons than the lift remote, and there's a small learning curve to remember which mode is which, but after a day, it's second nature. I haven't found a battery backup in the box, so if your area has frequent outages, consider a small UPS to return to seated position during a power cut. Also, keep in mind that the USB-C port is for mobile devices, not high-wattage gear. I'd recommend this for seniors who want independence without straining joints, bigger-bodied users who've been frustrated by narrow seats, and anyone who wants a reliable, lay-flat recliner with simple controls. If you've tried single-motor chairs and felt stuck with one fixed path between up and down, the dual-motor layout will feel like freedom because you can set your back and legs independently. The extra storage and charging make it easy to keep essentials close, which is great if you're recovering and want to minimize trips around the room. In conclusion, this FUNECORP Big Man lift chair does what matters most. It lifts smoothly, reclines flat, and lets me fine-tune my position. The 28-inch seat is genuinely roomy, the motors are quiet and confident, and the heat and vibration add comfort without over-promising. The flip-arm storage and USB-C are small quality-of-life wins that I now use every day. In my opinion, if you value dependable mechanics and a true big and tall fit with thoughtful conveniences, this chair belongs on your short list. If you found this video helpful, hit subscribe and drop your questions or your own experience in the comments. Thank you for watching.